Network passwords. So you want to make sure that I know the companies, the internet service providers recommend that you don't do it, but I have to disagree. Change the password that's on the back of your router. Okay, because if someone can hack into, let me give you an example. If someone gets into your computer, right? And you have all your passwords saved to your browser. And one of those passwords you have saved to your browser is access to your ISP, meaning access to where you pay your internet bill. Okay, so they get in that. All they have to do is go into the wireless setup or into the internet portion of that website, and they can look up all the details about your router. They can look up the name of the router, they can look up the password on the router, and then this person can be in your network without even you knowing. So it's a good thing for you to change that password as well. Don't just go with what's on the back of the router. I would recommend having something similar, or like we mentioned earlier, add some special characters and some numbers. Keep it someplace safe where only you would know where it is. But please change the password on the back of your router. Tip number 7. Please back up your data. A lot of people have OneDrive, or you have Google Drive. These are cloud-based data storage options. You can upload the data on your computer, the things that you find important, whether it's pictures, videos, files, whatever it is. I personally create a backup of my things, and I upload it to a cloud storage system, or you can have an external hard drive and back it up to that. But have some type of backup. There's also a way to automate backups in Windows. Windows can back up files for you onto the drive of your choice and the type of files that you want backed up. So please look into backing up your data on a regular basis. Get a flash drive, get a hard drive, or use your cloud storage. Okay, so this is an example of a phishing email. This actually came to me personally. And these things I usually ignore, but I just wanted to show an example. So usually they use trigger words like you have won something, and if you look right here where the email came from, that's a big clue right there. There's no website that exists that has this type of naming configuration. That would not exist. You can even copy, well, I wouldn't recommend you copy it, but I bet if I copied this into my URL, into my browser, it would go nowhere, or it would automatically start downloading viruses onto my computer. So the whole point of this is they say, congratulations, all you have to do is fill out this survey, or give us a call, or most likely they want you to press a link within this. So this is just one example. So just be careful of emails that tell you you won something. Here's another example. Again, this one kind of looks legit because it says it's from GlobePay, and the domain here says @globepay.com. Okay. But it's saying, we regret to inform you that your account has been restricted. What most people react to a message like that. What? My account has been restricted? What account? To continue using your services, please download the file attached to this email and update your login information. So as you can see, whomever sent this email can't even spell the word please, just like I can't spell antivirus. But you continue using these services, please download the file attached. So why would you need to download a file to continue using services? If you need to continue using services, you need to call a company, the company that's emailing you, and you need to usually update your payment information. You don't normally need to download any file. So you have to kind of trust your gut on things like this when you get them. Another example, and this one is a big one. This claims to be from American Express. American Express is a legitimate credit card company that most of us have a credit card with them. So it's saying the title here, there's an issue with your American Express account. Automatically get triggered. What's wrong with my credit card? Okay. But then you want to look closer at it. Don't just go with the line. You want to look really close at these emails. American Express is going to have their domain after the @ sign here. They're not going to have Pentagon dash Segurigat dad whatever that says. They're not going to have that. And they put this because Pentagon would trigger you as well. You're like, oh, the Pentagon. So people will react. That's all it's supposed to do. That the job is to get you to react. Click on this blue thing down here that will lead you to a site, and it'll probably ask you to put in some sensitive information, and then they got you. But as you can see, even this logo, it kind of looks like American Express's logo, but not really. If you Google American Express's logo, you'll see that it's not exactly like this. That's also a red flag. There are probably some words that are misspelled in here. And normally companies like American Express, they're not going to send you an email alone. They follow up with a letter in the mail. Okay, so I just wanted to go over some other things, because this is really important. Yeah, so like I mentioned before, legitimate companies, they're not going to request sensitive data in your email. They're usually going to send you a letter. And if you think it is legitimate, just give them a call. You have their numbers on the back of your credit card, on the back of your banking card. Give them a call and say, hey, I got this email that tells me to do such and such. Did you send this email? And they're most likely going to say no. And just delete it. You don't have to do anything else. Delete it. And then also ask them if they have a spam department, and if you can forward the email that you received to their spam department. And then that puts the pressure on the company to go after these people that are sending out emails in their name. Okay? Now also, if you're getting an email from a company like American Express, what did American Express forget your name? I mean, they just start out due to recent activities on your account. They don't address you. There's no to here. There's no indication that they even know who you are. That's a big red flag there. That is not it's not actually coming from American Express. Or it may say dear account holder or dear member. No, it's going to say dear Amanda or dear GotATek or your name. They know who you are. Also, as I mentioned, the domain, you have to look at the domain. If it's not American Express or something associated with them, it's not from them. It's from someone trying to fish your information. Spelling, very big. Companies know how to spell. This one doesn't seem to have any spelling errors, but a previous one that I showed you, please is misspelled. Who doesn't know how to spell please? Okay. Also, a legitimate company is not going to force you to go to their website to take an action. They usually don't do that, not in this form at least. And as I said, if you really are not sure, trust your gut. Look at the email carefully and call the company.